Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel and to the Kraken Reptile review. Once again I asked you on Twitter which character do you want to see reviewed next, and you chose Kraken Reptile with 35%. So without any further ado, let's get right to it. Kraken Reptile is part of the Outworld class and his passive is called Acidic Blood. When Reptile is hit by any attack, there is a chance acid blood splashes the enemy, dealing unavoidable damage. In other words, his passive only benefits himself and none of his other team members. So then let's get right to the gear. Reptile's gear piece is the Saurian armor and it gives you 35% max health boost, 20% self-heal at the end of special attack 3 or X-ray/fatal blow attack, which accounts for Reptile characters only, and 50% recovery boost once you max that piece out. For his feats of strength, he will have to win 200 matches in challenge mode for the rune. For his victory stances, he has to win 750 faction wars fights. For the taunts, he has to perform 1500 special 2 attacks. For the icons, he has to perform 3000 combo enders. For the backgrounds, he has to perform 250 X-rays. And for the titles, he has to knock out 500 Jackie Briggs enemies. So now let's have a look at his victory stances one by one, starting with victory. The next one would be warming up. The third one is MK3 Victory and is for Reptile characters exclusive. And exclusive to only Kraken Reptile. He doesn't like you. Well, some might say that feeling is mutual, but on your victory screen it will look like this. Now I'm going to scroll through all his backgrounds so you can have a look. Next up we would have the icons. And finally, the titles. Kraken Reptile has two kinds of combo enders, and the first one is pure hand-to-hand combat, and it doesn't knock the enemy down, so you can follow that up easily with a special attack or other basic attacks. The second one is a very awkward looking dropkick, which basically knocks him down, but fortunately it is fast enough that you actually can follow up with other attacks, be it basic or specials. His special one is called Acid Puke and is tied to a poison DOT, which reduces the health of your character constantly. The special one also knocks out your opponent. And very interesting to note is the range of this thing, because it can go all across the screen and knock your opponent out. His special 2 is called the Carnivore Bash, and it slows down your opponent in case he survives this attack. The good thing is that this special 2 deals a lot of damage, which is very helpful to knock out your opponent and remove them from the enemy's team. His X-ray is called Extinction Event and is one of the pretty brutal ones, given what Kraken Reptile does to his opponent. And another good thing is that it also is tied to a healing effect, which not only will benefit Kraken Reptile but the entire team. So in case you have characters low on health, perform one X-ray with Kraken Reptile while they're tagged out, and they will heal in the background, and that even for a significant amount of time. The acidic blood passive is not really that impressive. It basically just chips off a little bit of health while characters are attacking you. However, the amount of damage your opponents are taking while attacking you varies depending on how high the damage income will be. So of course special attacks deal a little bit more damage to them than basics. Surprisingly, Kraken Reptile is very loved in the community, which I absolutely didn't expect, because to be honest, he is one of my absolute least favorite characters. I think even the least favorite right after Borracho. And that has mainly to do with his design. I really don't like the way he looks. And also this dropkick within his basic attacks is something that always kind of bugs me. But interestingly enough, I don't have this problem, for example, with Classic Reptile, who also does a dropkick, but somehow it feels very different to Kraken. Kraken in this regard feels very much like Tactical Sonya Blade, for example, who is also my least favorite character when it comes to Sonya Blade characters. And that's mainly because of this weird dropkick in the basic attacks. I just don't like it. I'm also not really impressed with his passive, or let's at least say that I'm not impressed when I'm playing Kraken Reptile. However, if you are playing the challenge against Kraken Reptile, so against boss Kraken Reptile, he deals a significant amount of damage every time you try to attack him. I will link the last challenge for boss Kraken Reptile at the end of this video, so you can have a look how much damage this thing actually deals. Unfortunately, if you play him, it's not that amazing. On the other hand, I really like his special 2, and of course his poison ability, and especially the healing from X-rays, which is so useful once your characters are low on health, and Reptile just can boost them a little bit. But I would say that's it for today for this review. Casey over and out for today.
Thank you for watching, Realm. If you enjoyed the slaughter and the bloodshed, you can support the channel by clicking on the like button. You can also click on one of the 2 videos presented by Baraka here. Also make sure that you are subscribed and click the bell notification icon to be notified upon new uploads. You all know the drill. Wound not kill, have a good one, and see you next time.